are you?
Good.
Amazing. So, oh, look, the dog.
We got a little guest.
Oh, that's so cute. So, I just briefly want to tell everyone how I know Emma. Obviously, this is quite a peculiar setup in terms of us being in the UK and her being in America. So, for those of you that don't know, Emma is actually English, originally from the UK, moved to Nashville when she was 12, hence the American accent. And weirdly, she actually used to live in my hometown in Trowbridge. So we were actually mutual friends with a few people on Facebook, kind of somehow found each other, had never met before. And I don't know, I guess the universe brought us together and Emma ended up joining the team. So this just goes to show how crazy this business can be. We were complete strangers. She now lives in America, but now she's absolutely killing it over in the US with her own team. And that's kind of what this call is about tonight. So how someone brand new in the business, she's kind of all shiny, squeaky and new, but she's absolutely killing it. So I really kind of wanted to share her story. So Emma, if you don't mind, first question for you is, you know, if you were to draw us a picture of what your life looked like before Juice Plus, what would it be?
Before Juice Plus, I definitely needed something added to my diet, which is how I actually found out about Juice Plus. Obviously through you and your posts, and I realized that I could get the right amount of protein that I needed because I decided to become vegan. So that kind of got the ball rolling. I would say before Juice Plus, I'm a hairstylist and I absolutely adore my job. But I do have a significant amount of free time. So my life consisted of going to work, coming home, getting into bed with the dogs, and then I would do it all over again. I really needed something else implemented into my life because I had the free time and I knew that I wanted to make a difference. I knew health was going to be a big thing. I wanted to start going to the gym more and just overall looking after myself. And obviously that doesn't come from lying in bed every night. So I would say I was just really boring before Juice Plus. I honestly, I would go to work and come home and get straight into bed. Like I had no energy. It was just blah. So, yeah, it just came around at the right time. I knew I needed a change. So
Amazing. Okay. So before you joined then, did you have like any worries or objections as to why you didn't get started sooner? And if so, why did you decide to join anyway?
I definitely knew the timing had to be right. I obviously reached out to you a few months before I actually decided to join the team. When I decide to do something, I have to put my everything into it. And although I was super interested, I just didn't feel like it was the right time for me. There was a lot going on in our life, so I just kind of played it by ear. And then I feel like that was really my only reservation. The fact that I knew I wanted to dedicate as much time as possible to it. And I wanted it to be, you know, like I said, the right time.
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of like your first, I was going to say month, but I think it's quite good to talk about your first sort of 60 days. I'll see we're going into your third month now. But in terms of your sort of first 60 days, how has it been?
Amazing. There's honestly like no words. Obviously the money is absolutely amazing. Like being able to help women, I think is my number one. Obviously being a hairstylist, I feel like I can give a lot to the women that I see in my chair. But I also, it's a lot more on the outside, whereas I feel like health goes a lot deeper. It's a lot more deep rooted. So helping women has been just absolutely amazing. That's like my number one. I couldn't wish for anything else, and I feel like Juice Plus has given me such an amazing platform to do that. Obviously my team as well. Like I have made so many amazing friends. When I came home to England for a family emergency, you guys, I mean, you really saved me. I feel like I needed, you know, the happiness and, you know, just to keep me going and everything. And that meant the world to me as well. So like the lifelong friends that I've made, and obviously, you know, my health has extremely changed since then as well. So yeah, there's honestly like no words. I mean, it's just been absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have wished for anything more, to be honest.
Yeah. Can you just explain to everyone how, like, so how you've ended up with obviously Brittany in the team, just to kind of
Yeah.
give them an idea of how, like, because I know that one of your things was that you didn't felt that you didn't really know many people already that would join, so you've had to kind of go out and reach out to people.
Yeah, so I just joined various groups on Facebook that I was really, really interested in, and what kind of I guess I incorporated into my daily life. And my amazing teamie Brittany was part of one of those. And it was just really through kind of a mutual group that we were both a part of on Facebook. And we just kind of got to talking, and she kind of saw my posts, and we realized how similar we were, and we both wanted to help women. So it wasn't as much of me going through my friends kind of and asking them to join, or sharing my story with them, which obviously I already do, but really getting my word out there with my different various groups and stuff, because it was all the way that we look, and health, and motivation, and working out, it was all kind of the same thing. So with being part of those groups and talking to those women, it allowed me to share my story with them and let them in on this amazing secret that isn't so much of a secret anymore.
Amazing. I just love that, because I think one of the biggest reservations people have is that I don't know enough people, no one I know wants to join or buy the product, and they can't see past their family and friends.
Yeah.
But like I always say, like, your family and friends are never going to get you to the top position in the company unless you've got like a huge family, which would be ridiculous.
Right.
So it is about making connections with people, like the fact that pretty much everybody in our team started off as strangers, and I think that's the luscious thing about it. So obviously it can be done.
Yeah,
in terms
I
of,
also sorry, I was gonna say I also think that people obviously know me as being, before Juice Plus, like I said, I was more on the lazier side, and I feel like it's really hard to turn that around towards family and friends, because all they remember is all of my like hour-long Snapchats of me in bed with my dogs. So for them kind of like seeing a fitness journey of mine isn't really, I feel like it's going to take a long time for them to actually see my progression, whereas with new ladies, it's a lot easier to be like, hey, I want to start this new journey. How about you? I feel like it's a lot easier to get on that level with women that are more interested in that, rather than just kind of your family and friends as well. So
yeah, 100%. So in terms of, like, I know money's, like you said, money's not everything, but it is something, and it is part of the reason why we're doing this. So do you mind just sharing with people your kind of smallest and biggest check so far?
Yeah, of course. I have never gotten under $100. That was my first check. I think it was actually $131. And my biggest paycheck is actually going to be my second paycheck, and it should be around $1,000.
Insane. Absolutely crazy. To think, like, you're coming into your 90-day period and you've earned well over $1,000 is just ridiculous.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, and to think, you actually have a job. This isn't even your full-time thing, so that's incredible.
Yep,
okay, so
5 days a week.
Yeah, exactly. So aside from the money, then what's been the best thing that you've gained since starting?
It's got to be just like helping women. The customers that I do have, and just people that are part of my free like Facebook fitness group, they have really given me the motivation, as well as made me feel like I can make a difference. The comments that I get and the messages that I get are so inspiring for me alone, and make me feel like I could, like I said, like I can make a difference, and that's been amazing to me.
Lush, that's such a cute answer. So why do you think that this opportunity is particularly good for women that work full-time, women in general, like busy people on the go? Why is it a good opportunity?
I would say busy people, like I said, before Juice Plus, I did have a lot of free time, although I worked 5 days a week and I was on my feet, and I would see anywhere between 5 to 10 clients a day. So I feel like that momentum doesn't stop. If I continue to kind of incorporate that into something else, because I have that busy mentality during my work hours, I feel like that doesn't stop. And like I said, I wanted to give it my all. So I think busy people are just the same way. If you have that mentality at work and you have a hard, kind of a hard focus on whatever you're doing, like I was at work and I would really focus on my work. When I'm at home, I really would focus on my dogs. But now that I incorporated Juice Plus, I was able to put that time and dedicate that kind of mind power into that. And I just feel like busy people, and especially women, like we could do 12 things at once, you know? That's why we're the best.
I was gonna say amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Yeah, I think you're right with that. Like I say all the time, people go, how do you find the time? It's like, well, like you said, I've already got that busy mentality. So you're actually more productive when you're busy and on the go than you are if you're just slobbing out on the sofa all the time. So if you don't really have going on in your life, then actually it can be harder. So I think you're definitely right in that sense. So what kind of would be your advice to girls getting started? Maybe like your 3 top tips?
I would say first off, you have to be excited. You have to be in love with the product, and you have to be excited about your future. Like every promotion is absolutely amazing to me, but I'm even more excited for the next step. Like this company is going to allow me and my family to do things that were never going to be possible if I had a 9-to-5 job. Obviously, I don't. I am a hairstylist and I can do that everywhere, and that's absolutely amazing. But to have something else on top of that it's just even more security for me and my family. So I would definitely say excitement is one of those. Second would have to be, you have to obviously have a why, which I know we talk about all the time, but that is going to be your main source of motivation when things are hard or when things get down or when you feel like you can't do this. You always have to remember why you're doing this. You know, like I'm doing this because I want to travel and I want to be able to bring my fiance to travel, and I want to have a big pit bull sanctuary at some point, and that's not going to be done if I don't continue reaching those goals that I want to. And I would also say just to be really outgoing as well is one of the things that I think you have to work on. I feel like with my job, I was lucky enough to be kind of outgoing and bubbly and happy. But it's a great time to even start that yourself. You know, if you don't feel like you're one of those people, it's a great way. I mean, being part of this team and having the motivation and having the ladies back you and having people come to you for fitness questions or health questions, I feel like that alone builds your confidence. So you have to be confident and happy, and I feel like just, you know, all around just ready to help everybody.
Perfect. Yeah. So if you could maybe go back in time and tell yourself something that maybe you wish you knew then that maybe you know now, what would it be?
Don't be so hard on yourself. That is something that I struggle with every day in every aspect of my life. It really gets on my nerve that I'm not number one at everything, which I think is like an only child mentality as well. But you just always, I tend to get a little bit discouraged, which is definitely, I mean, this has taught me a lot. So I would say not to be so hard on myself, and that I should have joined this company like 10 years ago. I think those are the few things.
Damn it, if you could only go back in time.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you were to kind of draw us a new picture of what your life looks like now, obviously sort of 2.5 months in, what would your new picture look like?
Way more healthy. I obviously, on the Juice Plus products, I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, if not more. Wade goes 7 days a week, and I cannot pull myself together to do that. So I stick with 4 to 5. He's great motivation, though. He never lets me slack. So definitely healthier. I definitely get out a lot more than I used to. I obviously have more money, which is absolutely amazing. And I have a great team that backs me. I mean, I have a great group of friends anyway, but the team that I have from Juice Plus is just something different. You know, we really motivate each other, and we really, it's just a different feeling with them because it's complete strangers. The only thing that has brought us together has been our love to help people and our love of health. So I feel like that is, everybody's just so inspiring as well. So I would say that's been a great addition as well.
Yeah, I guess everyone's on like a mutual journey, aren't they? Which is lush.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So, last question: what are your goals for the future?
Continue helping more and more women would definitely be obviously number one. To build my fempire, which is slowly but surely happening. The ladies that I have already are, I mean, they surpass like my wildest dreams. They are absolutely amazing. They inspire me so much. I also see, like I said, a big pitbull sanctuary in my future to help all the babies out there. And just to be able to travel more. I think that is such a huge part of just life in general, just to see everything there is to see. So I definitely see that happening. My dad just got on here and said to help your dad too. I don't think so. So yeah, I would, I definitely see so many things in my future that I would never have seen before this opportunity came along. And it's really hard. I know we've spoken about this before. It's so hard not to kind of ramble at people because of how excited you are. It's really hard not to go a million miles an hour and just get everything out because you're so excited and you want them to have the same opportunity you have, but sometimes it's just not for everybody, or it's just not the right time for them.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to pull yourself in and kind of compose yourself and be like, maybe I just need to calm down for a second and, you know, regroup. So yeah, I mean, I see so many different things in my future. It's so exciting. So
Love
exciting.
It. Emma, you are an absolute babe. Love having you on. And hopefully next week we're actually going to be interviewing your team member, Winney, which is exciting. She's also killing it.
Oh my gosh, she just got VS, so virtual franchisee, in less than 30 days, so she fast-tracked. So that means a massive bonus. She also got free conference tickets to the Juice Plus conference in October in Indianapolis. So yeah, she's beyond killing it. It's insane. She's doing amazing.
Love it. Can't wait. Well, you girls are absolutely smashing it. I'm so excited for what's to come. So Emma, thank you so much. Everyone that's watching, thanks for joining us this evening. If you want to go back to the person that obviously added you to this group, and you can tell them that you are ready. Woohoo!